Hello, hello, and welcome back to the What We Said podcast, everybody.
Hey guys,
Welcome
back.
Oh,
Sorry.
that's my spot. Just kidding.
Sorry, Daddy.
Welcome back and happy Tuesday. Okay, now you can talk.
Hey guys, hope you're all having a fantastic day. I must say your look is slaying today.
Oh, thank you.
And we are two besties dressed for very different occasions. I'm outfit
Yeah.
repeating in my gym wear, and Chelsea's
going to
slaying
tea.
the boots house down, going to a tea party.
I had to switch it up last minute. Nothing's worse than having an outfit in your head and then trying it on and it's so ugly. And you're
Me
like,
every day.
This is me. It's not the outfit, it's me. But thank you. I am wearing, what are these? Okay, I'm good. I don't want to say the wrong name for obvious reasons, this denim.
Is it trendy or something?
I'm wearing American Eagle denim.
Are you really? Mm-hmm. That's American Eagle?
American Eagle.
Okay.
Wait, no. Oh my gosh, no. I'm wearing
not-
Abercrombie jeans, not American Eagle, right?
Okay, well, I don't know. I don't know where these jeans
Well,
are from.
you know why I'm saying
I know
these.
why, but I don't know what the brand of the jeans are.
Okay, I'm getting confused because they both start with A. American Eagle was the one who...
Yes.
The perpetrator.
They're the perpetrator.
Okay. These are Abercrombie.
Okay.
Why can't I say that? Abercrombie.
Okay.
Multiple
Wow.
M's.
They've really leveled up.
Oh,
I thought
they
those were
sent
more
me a
expensive.
PR box and yes, I'm so sorry. Like literally I'm debating cutting that out so I don't, slander their name, but A and F jeans, not A-E jeans.
Okay.
Abercrombie and Fitch sent me a PR package with tons of their new denim.
Slay.
So good. Like these fit like a glove. They sent me the skirt that I wore
Last
Friday.
week?
Yeah. I think it was on
Nice.
Friday.
I actually don't have any Abercrombie denim. I have some other
didn't
stuff.
either.
They do slay though.
I'm
And
sold.
their men's stuff is really good too.
Yes.
They've been actually really killing it. I don't know enough about the American Eagle. Like the Sydney Sweeney of it all.
I know very little, but obviously because I couldn't remember which one it was, but
Yeah, but I'm so interested. Like, I need to deep dive into all the ads she's been in because she has been the face of so many campaigns lately. And like, get your coin, get your bag. I love it, but it is just so random, the things that she's the face for.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? She'll be the face for like a hair oil and then like random socks or shoes and then American Eagle. And
Yeah.
they're always like a very interesting campaign. I'm wondering what the angle is. Like, what is her team's angle with all these things they're doing?
money.
I guess, but it's like so random. It feels like you
Yeah.
would have more longevity in mind and be like more strategic because she's so famous and she's so gorgeous and like she's so popular. So it's like, let's be smart with these product placements and these campaigns.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
I saw these girls doing a video about how they would essentially, they were like, if we were Nick and Alandria's team, like this is what we would have them be doing. And they were eating
Really?
like just the things they were recommending. I was like, oh, yep. They were saying how basically Alandria needs to be like a high fashion model. So she needs to start working with high end brands and like,
100%.
it needs to be, I do feel like there's so much power obviously in a team behind you. And it's so clear who has a good team and who doesn't. Or I guess maybe they just know the right angle. Like Addison Rae's current team, they're slaying. Like they understand the vision.
Yes.
But her team, when she was first starting out, I can pretty much assure you they're different because granted, she was also a lot younger.
Like
so it's
starting out on TikTok or starting out when she was trying to transition away from TikTok?
when she was kind of transitioning, like she was a big TikToker, but she was kind of transitioning into being like a genuine celebrity and she was doing Item Beauty. Do you remember that?
Yes.
Which was like, she was like the face of this makeup brand, but the branding wasn't there. Like she is an icon and it wasn't matching up with her icon status.
Yes.
It was available at maybe Ulta or Sephora or something. I can't remember, but
Forgot about that.
there was Item Beauty. She was doing something else. Oh, she did like ARF perfumes. But again, that wasn't really like hitting exactly because all of it felt random. And then I feel like recently with her being more of a pop star, it feels very aligned. It's like, okay, yes, she's a dancer at heart. She loves to entertain. She's like an iconic entertainer. And that's what we need to focus in on. And then even with the D'Amelios, it was like they did like D'Amelio footwear. And it's just like, what are we doing here? Like some of it just felt random. And I don't know. It's interesting to see how that all all the teams,
The direction they take.
the direction they take.
What works, what sticks, what doesn't. It is interesting. Maybe you should be like a talent manager.
Maybe new.
agent.
Well, I was gonna maybe tell, actually, maybe I'll save this for tour because there was a story that I kind of want. Yeah, I'll shut my mouth. But do you
Nice.
remember when someone like tried to reach out to me for like something like that, celebrity vibes, and I was like, this is so random. Like I was gonna hop on a call. Yeah, to like help them with it. And I was like, this is the weirdest. This is like the most random. But it was kind of like that.
Yeah.
It was like giving them a direction to go in.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, I'm a manager now apparently. This was like 2 years ago too. I'm like, cool.
Slay. It's fun to branch
But
out.
yeah. No,
Try new
honestly,
things.
I would actually love to do.
Yeah, you'd be good at it.
I feel like that's the hardest part of actually being a creator is for me personally, I feel like I can see from a bird's eye view what other people should do. Like I'm like, oh, if they did that, I feel like it'd be successful. Oh, they should hop on this. Like, but for myself, it's hard to sometimes like get into a bird's eye view of my own brand and be like, what series should I start on TikTok? Like it's much easier for me to help other people with that.
Yes.
I have
for
all the
sure.
ideas in the world for other people. And then when it comes to my brand, I'm like, it's getting stale.
I know.
Sometimes it's hard to like constantly be creating new ideas. But I will say, ever since I've been doing my little August challenge and bricking my phone more and all of that, like I'm sorry if you guys want to kill me for talking about how I'm not
brick.
going on social media as much lately. But truly, ever since I've been doing that and giving myself more mental clarity, I do have so many more ideas. Like
Yeah.
I've been jotting down ideas constantly for like, oh, I should do this series on TikTok. Like, oh, this would be cool to do here, which I haven't felt like that in like a year. So
Wow, nice.
maybe longer, honestly.
Dang. Thank you, Brick. Shout out Brick. Code
Thank you,
JC
Brick.
Marie. Wait, what's your code?
Oh, I do need to share my code. I think it's kind of a weird one. It's not like just my name. I think it's JC99330.
Wow. Okay.
I don't know why it has to be that way. Maybe I need to reach out to Brick. Like, can we just do a simpler one? But let me verify and I'll
You're
put it on the screen on
9,000th
YouTube.
JC.
No,
That's the
literally.
code.
They're like, you're actually not special at all, but you can use this code. I texted it to my friend. Where the heck is it? Yeah, JC99330.
Wow.
If you guys want a brick, check it out.
Go get it while it's hot.
Yeah.
I do love. I've been bricking myself.
Yeah, how's your
I
brick
love it. I
experience?
honestly like. I've already had to use an emergency brick because I accidentally bricked myself out of something I actually needed that was not social media. You know how you can either pick what apps you want not bricked and then everything else is bricked.
Oh, didn't know that.
Oh yeah, there's like two options. Like you can pick the apps you only want these apps, or you can do
Just like everything?
only brick a couple apps, you know, and then everything
Yeah,
else
yeah.
is. I accidentally it wasn't clocking to me. I blocked everything but a couple apps, and I desperately needed it away from home. And I was like, why did I block all of my apps? Like I actually need this app. And so I had to use my emergency brick, and I'm like, well, I only have 4 left or something like that. But
Dang.
and it wasn't even 4. I was so annoyed with myself. I'm like, okay, I'm not good at this.
Yeah, well, you maybe should do the one. Do you do it now, or you just
Yes.
brick a few? Because I was gonna say a few times we've been talking. I'm like, oh, here, go on Pinterest. She's like, I can't. I'm bricked. I'm like, okay,
That's
well,
what happened
go
too.
on.
I accidentally I accidentally bricked Pinterest because I made my work day only a couple apps. So then
That you can
that I
access?
can access stupidly. So then everything else, and I forgot about some that I
Like
was
use
on
all the
forefront.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then it's like
Well-
literally my flow app. I like go to put my period. It's like, you're bricked. I'm like, I have to run to my fridge to like log that my flow.
I've pretty much just been bricking lately TikTok and Instagram.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, those are the two perpetrators. Let's be
Yes.
real. The perpetrator is my favorite word right now, apparently.
Yeah.
But those are the two that take the most time. Like, I feel like I don't just casually go onto YouTube and, oh, oops, I'm watching
Yeah,
a
no.
YouTube video. Like, no, that's very intentional for me. Those are the two that are sneaky to me. So those are the ones that I brick throughout the day. And, oh, I wanted to say this too, that I didn't realize until Lucy told me, which maybe you already know this, but you don't have to have your physical brick to brick. You only have to have it to
you just hold
unbrick.
it for like 3 seconds.
Yes. I didn't realize that at the beginning. So like, let's say you're out and about and you're like, oh, dang.
I can get on Instagram.
Yeah, you're like, dang, I kind of wanted to like brick while I was wherever. You can just like hold down a button and brick yourself out. And then you just have to have the physical thing to undo it. But I didn't
It
know that.
actually is crazy hearing it from like another perspective of this device that we all so desperately need.
No,
like,
it's actually
freaks
disgusting.
Me out.
That's what I'm saying. I was almost embarrassed to initially post it because I'm like, the
No,
fact that
it's
I've
all
gotten
of
to this
us.
point is like terrifying. But honestly, seeing
Like,
how many
wishing
people
you
are like, what? Wishing that I was bricked.
Being like, I need to be bricked right now. Like, literally, tie me up.
Literally. I have a great idea for an ad for Brick.
Okay.
If you're listening, call me.
Okay. Oh, you're not
I'm
going to
not
share
going to share it. No. Because what if I do it?
Oh, you do the ad?
Yeah.
Oh, amazing. Okay.
You know, like on my TikTok or something.
Yeah. Perfect.
Funny little catchphrase or something.
Yeah, they need to be paying you.
That would be awesome.
You'd be on the payroll.
I truly am like, at this point, I'm actually proud to talk about it because if I influence someone to get a brick, I feel like I actually did something good. Like I've gotten probably 10 messages that are like, this thing is genuinely changing my life. Like, thank you so much for posting about it. And that's how I felt about when Lucy and their whole friend group were like talking about it. They would just casually mention it. Like, oh yeah, well I was bricked on my phone. I'm like, hey, whatever you're talking about, give it to me immediately. Yeah. And then they were, giving me the tea on it. And I immediately just essentially became an ambassador for them. So
love it.
Yeah, I'm a big fan. I just feel like it's necessary, very unfortunately.
Yeah, it's great. It's a great invention. I'm actually jealous. I wish I would have invented it.
Same. Because I feel like
maybe we can start another one.
Remember we saw someone at a coffee shop talking about a brick. He was showing his friend. He's like, yeah, so you click.
Oh, yeah.
Remember? He's like, yeah, so you click this. And I literally, Leif and I were right by him and we're like, we love the brick. And he's like, it's so good. I was like, I didn't know it was so popular. Like,
literally today's day and age, nicotine patch on our arms.
Literally.
You got one of those too?
Seriously.
You're also mentally unwell.
Seriously. You're not okay? Okay, noted.
Literally. You go in someone's house, you only feel safe if there's a brick on the fridge.
I've been doing, what I've been doing lately is it depends on like my work situation for that day and how much work I have to do and if I'm leaving,
collect
whatever.
Bricks. Like I want to be on your brick. I want to be on everyone's brick.
Why do you want to be on, what do you mean on mine?
I don't know, just like a fun little game. Like I can use your brick.
Sure, come on over, please. This podcast is brought to you by Squarespace, and we are so happy that it is. Squarespace is one of our longest standing podcast sponsors that we are just so obsessed with. We've used Squarespace in literally every phase of our life, and we love them so much. Squarespace is the all-in-one website platform for entrepreneurs to stand out and succeed online. So whether you're just starting out or managing a growing brand, Squarespace makes it easy to create a beautiful website, engage with your audience, and sell anything from products to content to time, all in one place, all on your terms. Chelsea and I have used this for individual businesses, for business stuff we've done together. You can sell anything, like I mentioned. I have sold photo presets on their photo courses. We've done online courses that you have to be like live for. Chelsea did some health coaching and she would do her scheduling through Squarespace. Like they have so many different features that just make it so user-friendly, so nice. They have the most beautiful website templates where you just basically have to put in the text that you want and the photos and they do the rest and they just make it so easy. They also have their new Design Intelligence from Squarespace, which is combining 2 decades of industry-leading design expertise with cutting-edge AI technology to unlock your strongest creative potential. It empowers anyone to build a more beautiful, personalized website tailored to your specific needs so you can just create a digital identity that's consistent across your entire online presence.
They also have Squarespace Payments. So Squarespace Payments is the easiest way to manage your payments in one place with Squarespace. Onboarding is extremely fast, so simple. You can get started in just a few clicks and you start receiving money payments right away. Plus, give your customers more ways to pay with popular payment methods like Klarna, ACH Direct Debit, Apple Pay, Afterpay, and ClearPay, which is so nice because honestly, some people will stop at your checkout if you don't offer the way that they want to pay. So it's so nice to have all of those options for your customers so you can, make money. So go to squarespace.com for a free trial. And when you're ready to launch, squarespace.com/whatwesaid to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. I'll be linked in the show note for you guys. Go check it out. This show is sponsored by Cotton. One of my favorite things about summer is a summer wardrobe. And something that I've been focusing on ever since I've had kids, especially, is making sure that what I'm wearing is made from natural fibers. So something that comes from the earth. And one of my favorites, and probably most of your favorites you don't even realize, is cotton. I'm always looking for 100% cotton shirts, pants, underwear, bras. Like I'm trying constantly to wear, like I said, mostly natural fabrics. So not only does cotton feel good on your skin, but it's gentle on your skin. It breathes, it keeps you cool, it's hypoallergenic.
And it's just durable and easy to wash. It's really just the best fabric for your clothes or your kids' clothes. There are also so many different cotton fabrics like denim, corduroy, and flannel. Cotton's very versatile, so you can wear it obviously any style, season, or occasion. It is timeless. I feel like I wear cotton from day to night. I love a cotton t-shirt in the summer, and paired with denim is kind of just like my outfit formula. It's perfect for spring and summer, and the quality is amazing. It's durable, it's easy to wash and care for, and cotton keeps its shape too, which is really nice. Cotton is the fabric of our lives, so make sure to check your tags for cotton and learn more at thefabricofourlives.com.
So JC sent me the link. Have you talked about on the podcast before what I'm about to bring up?
I think I mentioned it, but I didn't go into depth because I hadn't taken the quiz yet.
JC sent me the link to take like the values quiz. And so we both took it and it's really cool. Wait, what's it called again?
So the website's called thevaluesbridge.com, but it's this course that this woman named Susie Welch teaches. Kenzie Elizabeth had her on her podcast and she talks about it. It's like basically her whole concept. I haven't taken her course or anything. All I've done is taken this quiz, but she just talks a lot about different values that people have and how, I think I have mentioned this on the podcast now that I'm saying it, I'm having deja vu kind of, but how people think having, you hear someone be like, oh, we have the same values, or like, oh, they have good values. And you automatically think like,
duh.
Like, well, also you think like friends, money, like whatever. There's a few that come to mind, but there's so many niche values essentially that someone can have. And it's kind of just like a roadmap essentially of how to like get in touch with living your truest, most authentic life, is like being in touch with the specific niche values that you value in life. And take a shot every time I say value. So there's this quiz to like find out yours. There's 15 different ones. Again, they're niche and they're things that it's not just family, friends, whatever. It's, there's, what are some of the ones that were weird? Not weird, but I just never heard of them. Like
that were not good values.
No.
There's like beholderism,
luminance, radius, place. And these are, they all mean different things.
Cosmos was like spirituality. There's achievement, there's affluence, there's luminance. Did you just say that one?
I think so. There's like work centrism, family centrism. Yeah. So it's like how much you value all of these different things, and
voice, freedom, joy, or like basically fun.
Yeah. And it's honestly really validating. It's kind of like any of the other, like, oh, personality quiz. I feel like this one's a little different because to me, it resonated a lot. Like when I was reading certain things, not that I think like, oh, this is the truth and now I'm going to completely live my life according to these specific things.
Do you have a church I could join?
Literally.
Do you guys meet weekly?
Exactly. There's a whole, also I will say they kind of trick you because they're like free values quiz and then you can only get your top 4 unless you pay to see your top 15. And I had to pay because I wanted to know. And then you can like compare and contrast with your friends. So like Chelsea took it, Leif took it, and we were like comparing our values and stuff. So anyway, it is really fun. And if you're into that stuff, I would recommend. But I think what was nice about it for me is, number one, after leaving religion, I feel like it can be just kind of the Wild West trying to figure out like what your values are essentially. Because I feel like that's kind of what you lean upon when you're leaving religion. You're like, well, what do I value then in life, because that was like my foundation. And so if I don't have that, then what do I have, kind of? And I feel like the answer is you have the things that you value in life. So it's kind of like a cool roadmap to see. And I feel like a lot of it resonated with me. I'm interested to hear what you think about like yours.
Yeah, it was very validating and also eye-opening, because I remember I was talking to you about like, oh, I think this is what mine are going to be, when you were just telling me like, about the different values. And I'm like, oh, I feel like this is going to be high for me and I feel like this is going to be low. But then I didn't know the differentiating like factors of each of them. And then
they're very niche.
Yes. To see what I actually like, what about, like for example, like working, jobs, like all these things, I kept being like, I don't think I value money that much. Like I'm not like, oh, I have to have like all of this money. Like I remember telling you that. And then Mama, you were wrong. You do value money.
They clocked you.
It was like higher up on and I was like surprised by that, but my achievement was really low. And I was realizing, I'm like, okay, this is actually very eye-opening for me, because I genuinely have always been like, I don't know. I'm just not driven by money. It's like, no, I actually am. I'm just not driven by external validation in that way. Like I don't need external validation. That's not
in that way.
Yeah, that's not what I value. And that was like eye-opening to me because it was kind of giving me clarity of like how I've been feeling about certain things. And I'm like, oh, that makes perfect sense. Like I do value having money. I just don't value this part of it. Or I do value like, working or not this, but I value having a voice, but just like different things. It was that was the main thing that stuck out to me is like just how much it breaks it down to, just see how, even when I was answering the questions, sometimes I'm like, I'm like 10. I'm like trying to be super honest.
I know. That was the hard part, is trying to be just brutally honest with yourself of like, okay, do I really value that thing? Or am I just saying it to like look a certain way or something?
Yes, exactly. I think what do I truly feel?
I think the cool thing too about reading about your values is that it's like there's no bad value, by the way. It's like if there's one, what is the one that cares about like looks or whatever?
Beholderism.
Beholderism. Yeah. Okay, I got that mixed up with something else. But
luminance they're similar, but luminance is like having like a big life, like people talking about you and like
okay.
Like people knowing you. Like kind of like fame a little bit. But yeah.
So for example, like beholderism is caring about aesthetics of things. Like I feel like in the questionnaire it was asking like, do you care what your home looks like? And do you care if people blah, blah, blah. And it kind of breaks it down and explains that some people, it genuinely brings them, they feel like harmonious when they see beautiful things. And I have always felt like that. And it was very validating to read that's not a vain or bad thing to like just value or prioritize aesthetics.
Yeah.
Because I feel like people can make it seem that way. It's like if you care what your house looks like or what what clothes you're wearing, then you're vain, or like even your own appearance. But for some people, that is something that they genuinely find value in because it makes them happy and it
like aligns with their life. Yeah.
It aligns with their thought process and their like vision for life. And so even reading about that was up there for me as well. And I'm like, it's good to read about this and also same with like affluence. I feel like that one can come off as like, sound vain. It's like, oh, you care about wealth, you care about money, but then it's just going deeper into it and being like, this is not a bad thing to value. Like, especially if you're just trying your best to be a good person. Like these are things that you can leverage and actually lean into. When you're leaning into the things you value the most, you can be the best version of yourself.
Yes.
So it's not so a bad thing. Yeah.
With the beholderism too, it was very, very high on mine. And one of my highest. And at first I'm like, hey. Oh, I knew though. I told you. I'm like, is there one about this? Because it will be literally like reigning supreme. And I found it interesting because how it was describing it, one of the things was like, this value is your thought process is almost, you feel misunderstood, but your thought process is like, life is hard enough. Why not make it beautiful? Like these are the joys of life. And it also is like, it also drives you to do things to see beauty and like nature. And like, you want to go see waterfalls and you want to see like these beautiful things in life. And so there's nothing wrong with like,
wanting to see beautiful things.
Wanting to curate beauty and like having a safe place of your house to be like organized. And it was also validating me because I get so stressed out when my house is cluttered as it is right now because there's like literally they're gutting everything. And so it's just like so messy. Cleaning it doesn't even feel like cleaning it.
Yeah.
And I keep telling Nick, I'm like, this is stressing me out. Like I know it's clean, but it's something is just like, I don't like it. I don't like it. And it was validating. I'm like, okay, this is why it's stressing me out. It's not just like I'm being crazy, so nitpicky and whatever, which is just, and they all have things like that kind of describe like why you value it or like what you look for. But also, I think what's interesting is seeing how some of your values contradict with other of your high values, where it's literally affluence and then they're saying achievement was low for me. And then it's like, honey.
Yeah.
It's like, unfortunately, wanting achievement and like wanting to climb the ladder and do all those things brings you more money. So you kind of like those things conflict for you because you're like, I don't really want to. And that is what was describing it to me. Like even how we were talking recently where I'm like, I don't know if I'm driven by money. I don't know what it is, where there's like some kind of thing that feels off when I'm doing. I'm like, oh no, I want the money. I just don't like I just don't need the external validation. So I'm just like, the motivation to do those things is
lower.
I'm already content, but it's
right.
But
if you want money, you have to do.
And I want fun. It's
yes.
like, okay, you want fun and money. You got to work, mama.
I know. It shows you your conflicts and then where you're like in harmony, which I think is
a
really
different
good.
one than achievement, like the work centrism. Right. Yeah.
Mine that were conflicting was that I want, like, affluence was higher for me as well. Like, I do care about money and I do value money in my life. But then it was saying what it was conflicting with is that I also like family centrism or whatever. It was basically saying it can conflict because you do have to sacrifice like time and all this stuff to get wealth.
Yes.
So then if you care about your,
I was noticing affluence was contradicting with a few of them.
Yeah, unfortunately, we were just like laughing at ours though because it's like fame and money. We're like, oh, perfect.
Yeah, amazing.
Not really, but it's just, it does feel. Also, the family centrism one, it was saying this is not a measure of how much you love your family.
Yeah, it was like describing it very well. It's like how much you base your life off of your family and like what they want and
like your family's schedule. Even it's like how much are you willing to work around like all of your family members like schedules and desires,
and even not just like your kids and your husband, but like your siblings, your parents, just like everything. Family in general. Which that was confusing to me too. At first, I'm like, okay, I feel so like I didn't know this is what it was going to be about. Like, and that actually shocked me too because I'm always like I'm so independent and like my like. Actually what I want to mold myself around is like I actually do care a lot about like not obviously my kids and my husband, but like also my siblings, my parents. It's like I do tend to want to like not please them, but like be in close proximity and like be super just like I'm like obedient to them but just around them, and I was shocked by that as well. My independent self was shocked.
Oh, okay.
That it was like high up there in terms of even not even that it was high up there, but that it was like literally one of the highest and the questions around it that led it to be one of the highest,
Right. I wanted to, I don't know if we're running out of time. I mean, it's our podcast, I guess, but I didn't want to go through each of my individual values.
Yeah.
But the one that was last for me was like the spirituality thing. And it was saying that like, and this is something that I've been thinking about a lot. And it was basically saying that I tend to live my life around like logic and reason rather than like just outsourcing it to like divine something or whatever, which also resonated with me. And I also was telling Chelsea, I recently watched this video that was talking about how just basically different personalities, like this is not a hot take, this is kind of obvious, but different personalities do better without religion and different personalities do better with religion. And I know religion and spirituality are not necessarily the same thing, but it was just like very validating to me recently to watch that video and kind of understand like I truly do feel like I have a personality that thrives without religion. Like I have felt so much happier and more free and more at peace, but I can also understand how certain personalities thrive within religion. Like I can genuinely, it's clocking, okay? I can get that. Like I was watching this video about that. And then when I did that test and it was basically saying like, I don't value, I don't know what exactly they were calling it, but just, like.
I mean, the name is Cosmos, which I feel like kind of describe, like you can kind of get a grip of like what the spirituality, the like woo-woo-ness almost.
But it was basically saying, that that's not one of my top values. And that was also just validating because I'm like, that is how I feel, is that like I don't need that. And I don't mean that in like a condescending way, but that's just not what I structure my life around.
Yeah.
And I don't feel like I'm constantly like, what's the truth? Like what I don't care. Like genuinely, I don't. I've been saying that for a while now. I'm like, I don't know anything about anything and I don't care to know. And I mean that so genuinely. Like it's not like I'm like, no, I don't care. And then I really do. And I'm like searching for meaning. Like I genuinely just don't value that in my life. So then to see that be the last one, I was like, honestly, that is like,
makes sense.
That makes sense to me. Like that's aligning to me. And it also makes a lot of sense why religion did not work for me because it is not something that I like choose to live my life by. And it doesn't align with like my soul. So it was all just, I could kind of understand like the full picture. Yeah. And then when I was watching that video.
It does give you a full picture. It is very interesting. It is very clarifying.
Yeah.
for just your inner.
And it's good to know that everyone has different values in life. And like, again, if you're leaning into the positive, it's kind of like the Enneagram or anything else. Like, it tells you something about yourself. And if you're leaning into those positive things about yourself and like being the most healthy, best version, then you're going to be great. And like, it's all going to be fine. It's valuing certain things is great. If you're just being the truest version of yourself. Definitely. I just said the same thing 400 times, but you know what I'm
it's true. I was reading some of them and it was clocking to me how there are some areas that I've been neglecting that have like are affecting me where I'm like, okay, I do understand where I have been feeling out of alignment with this certain area because I haven't been paying attention to that or like, you know, bringing it into my life more. And that test is cool too because it'll kind of tell you how to kind of have more harmony and like how to bridge the gap and what areas to focus on and like how much you are in alignment already in your life.
Yeah. That was cool to see too.
Yeah, which is very interesting. And it was interesting. You can compare. So it was saying like we can compare ours, JC and I, and it'll be like, oh, you both like affluence. Great. You understand each other.
Yeah.
You know, whatever. We're like, great, perfect. And then some of them, it's like, it's good if one of you has a higher value and the other one doesn't, where it's like
you can balance each other out.
Yeah, you can kind of balance each other out and you can go off of each other. And it's like, it's the perfect dynamic versus if you both had it high, it would be like contradicting to each other.
Yeah. There was one that I'm forgetting that was saying that, so Leif took it, Chelsea took it, and it was very similar actually, like our relationship versus, which makes sense that those are like two of the most important people in my life. It's like a very similar dynamic, but it was saying that, I'm forgetting which one, but it was essentially saying that the opposite thing, like if you were both the same,
it was voice.
It would clash a lot.
Yeah.
And the fact that it's different is like, makes it more harmonious basically. And I was like, oh yeah, that makes a lot of sense. That's why people say you balance each other out.
Yes,
I mean, it makes a lot of sense.
I think that one was like voice because voice is another one where it's like you value having your opinion and like you need to have that out. And then if you don't care to have that or you don't value it as much, then that's great. When two people, one person like you kind of just go into those roles. It's like, okay, I'm going to be the one saying the ideas. If like you don't care, then great.
Yeah, exactly.
Alpha mommy.
Alpha for life. No, it is very interesting.
When I send that to you, you're always like, I don't want to be the alpha. Like, why is it my responsibility? I'm like, it's in the stars, baby.
I don't want to be the alpha.
I don't want the pressure. But it is very interesting. I want Nick to take it. Because
you guys should compare yours. No, it's good. It's, cool. It's honestly good to know. I feel like that's one of my favorites I've done of those types of things.
Yeah.
Because
money was just very, not to go back to the money again, but I'm like, do you guys like money? Affluence was literally made a farting noise with my mouth.
I didn't even hear it.
That was my mouth. I'm not a disgusting rat. Affluence was like contradicting with actually all my other top values. Which I'm like,
you're like, I want the money, but not any of the other
literally,
things.
It was like, what was that one? Something, it's basically not to do a subtle flex, but it's like serving others is like very, very high on my which not a flex I have not been doing. I'm like, oh, okay, this is why I've been feeling out of alignment. It's like helping other people and like going out of your way to like help people makes like, I really, really value that. And it's
you
like,
do that every week on the podcast.
True. Thank you. All of my high ones, it's like they were all contradicting with money because it's like when you're helping, it's like hard sometimes if you're like trying to help other people to like literally get more wealth because sometimes you can make it work, but it can feel contradicting. Then it's like this, I really enjoy pleasure and like joy. And like some people think joy comes after work. It's like, but it's like, no, but that's just how it is. It was saying, I think that was ours. It was like these two kind of sometimes don't understand each other because one of you thinks joy is the point of life. And then the other one thinks like joy comes after. Just
joy
as, like,
is like the reward of like hard work and stuff.
It's like we'll have joy later.
That was the one that I was like, that's making me feel a little sad.
No, like, I mean, you can feel some way about any of them. I feel like even that one being high, I'm like,
I feel
like I want fun. I want money. I want to look good. I want to hang out with my family and friends. And I have no achievement. I have no drive for achievement. And I have no way of actually getting the money.
No, I feel like it really is like you focus on, not you, just in general. I feel like I do this. Like
you're going to like demonize your top ones.
Like I know exactly what that freaking test is going to say.
Yes.
But I don't want, like, that's why I'm like, no, I don't want it to say that I'm whatever. But the truth is, that's why I'm trying to say it's not a bad thing. And like, I'm trying to tell myself that because it's like some of the best things in my life have come from like my willingness to have drive and like to be very achievement oriented. And like, I feel like there are certain ways I can work on it, but also truly when I like lean into that and when I'm just like, I like doing this stuff. Like Leif can't, in some ways, like, you know, in my free time, I'll be like, oh, I want to do a mood board for this. And Leif's like, I want to like go to the beach or like sit around. He wants to, like you're saying, like
sit around his
sit around his. What I meant was like sit down and like not be like in hyperdrive, like sit down at the beach is actually what I meant to say. But I'm saying like he wants to like go to the park and like sit under the trees. He wants to sit and watch a movie. He's like, why would we like be working?
Yeah.
But I'm like been trying to explain to him. I'm like, that is literally like,
I
know you don't understand that. Like, but I like that. And I'm being so genuine. Like I want to do that in my free time. I think there's totally a balance. Like you can't just work all the time. That's also not fun. I've gone through periods of burnout where I'm like, okay, I'm literally not even enjoying my life. Like I feel like Benny has taught me so much to like slow down and sit, if you will.
Yeah.
Sit around and like just be, because that's so important.
Love to sit around. Yeah.
But I'm just saying it's like when I do lean into kind of just my hustle era, if you will, like I'm truly thriving and I feel happy and I feel like very fulfilled in my life when I'm like working hard and like, again, bricking my phone and being present. Like I feel like that is, even that to me is almost achievement based though. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's achievement,
like
not necessarily money.
Like bricking my phone and like being present. I'm saying even that is like a goal that I'm like, I want to be more present. So I'm going to achieve that. I'm going to brick my phone when my daughter's awake. I want to be with her. Like it's all, do you know what I'm trying to say? It's like this, it's like something that I'm trying to achieve in my life. Like I want to achieve this certain lifestyle. And so I'm willing to make sacrifices.
Yeah.
But it all is based around that. And I've always hated that sometimes about my personality. Cause I'm like, every freaking test I take, it's like Capricorn, money, whatever. It's all about that stuff. And I'm like, it just feels so vain sometimes to like care about all that stuff. But when I lean into it, I feel like I'm a happier person. And I actually can be like of more value and service to others. And you were meant to
be that way. It's like, that's how you are. So that's how you're meant to be. It's like, that's what you value and that's what makes you special. And that's what makes the world go round, is that there's so many people that like, if everyone was like that, then it's like, okay, we're running into problems. But if everyone also was the opposite, if everyone didn't care, then nothing would be like the same that it is today. So it's just.
No, exactly. Well, I feel like it's also like, I feel the same way about you, where it's like you bring into our dynamic, and I can say the same about Leif.
Not work, not like not getting your ass up and working, but
you guys bring like this sort of lighthearted joy and fun to like people like me life, where it's like we can get too bogged down in like just the achievements and the nitty gritty, and it's like you guys remind us to like slow down and have fun. And it's like I can also say that some of the best things in my life have come from that energy, like that balance. So I do feel like it is so good. And I know I just keep saying this, but you just have to lean into what like does make you special and just like go with that, because
and appreciate it about yourself. And I totally understand that. And I feel like we talked about it in the Martha Stewart episode that we did a while ago with the Pamela Anderson, like when we were talking about all of that. And I was speaking about how I've recently, like literally I'm talking this year, the reason I knew that like beholderism or like the aesthetics was going to be very high, like beauty, I was like, I know, because I've been trying, but I've also been trying to lean into that and just be like, this is how I am. This is literally how I've always been since I was a little girl. Like, this is just what I've liked. This is how, like, something that shapes my personality that people like sometimes, and it was saying, and it's like, it can kind of frustrate people, like some of your values. It's like, if they don't understand, it's like, okay, this is frustrating to me. And I'm like, I totally can see that. If I didn't have this, like, frustrating me, like, dude, who cares what it looks like? Or, you know, things like that. But when you just like lean into it and you're making the world, as cheesy as it sounds, a better place because of it. Totally. You're like leaning into your purpose and you're leaning into your values. And all of them are so fascinating. Here are all of them. There's 15. Scope reflects your authentic answer to the question, how big of a life do I want? So for core scope people, their horizon is wide with like, they want excitement, learning, they want like new things. Radius reflects like, how much do I want to change the world? So radius people aspire to be part of a transformation. Like they want to change the world. They want to leave
a mark.
Yeah. Family centrism is how much do I want my immediate family to shape my life's direction? Like how much they play a role in that. Non-Sibby is like not for oneself. Like how much do I want and need to help others to feel authentic and fulfilled? Luminance is the one like celebrity. Like they dream of widespread celebrity. They're drawn to the spotlight and the attention that comes with it. Agency reflects like how much control of your own life you want or of your own like decisions, details. They crave autonomy even when it's not within their reach. Work centrism reflects how much you want to work or how much you want work to be the organizing principle of your life by choice. It's like a source of identity, purpose, and fulfillment.
So that one was lower than I thought it would be for me. Because like I was saying with all that, I'm like, oh, great. Mine's going to be freaking work centrism, affluence, like that's all. But that one was actually like fairly, it was like more moderate or low, the actual working. And it was more of the achievement and that stuff that was higher for me. It was like the thought process behind, it's like I was saying, it's not always the actual work. It's like setting a goal and achieving something was more of my value, which was interesting
which
to
is
me.
cool that it breaks it down.
Yeah,
so
it
you
is.
know that. Eudaimonia, I think that's how you say it, reflects how much you aspire to organize your life around pleasure, be it adventure or simple daily joys. They don't want to postpone happiness. They believe like life is meant to be enjoyed in the present moment. Achievement, those who highly value achievement embrace competition and find fulfillment in the pursuit of excellence in whatever they take on. Affluence, financial success is a driving force shaping decisions about work and lifestyle. Voice is your desire to express your authentic self, mind, body, and soul. So those with core voice yearn for creative expression in all they do, seeking to share their individuality without constraint. Beholderism reflects how important you place on aesthetics, how things look, feel, and present themselves, including places, spaces, objects, and people, yourself included. They find joy and satisfaction in visual appeal. Belonging is, like I was saying, the friendship, community, or both. Those with high belonging feel most alive when embedded in a genuinely connected group. Those with lower belonging may certainly enjoy social bonds, but feel more authentic navigating life on their own terms. Then place is where you live, like how much a specific location matters to you. And cosmos reflects how much you desire to derive guidance and meaning in your life from a spiritual higher power. Very interesting.
Yeah, they're pretty niche. It like really gets into the nitty gritty.
Yeah.
We didn't mean to also become ambassadors for now this
literally.
thing
We need
because
a
you do have to
code.
pay for it. I know we do need a code. But it is very interesting and
Helps
I
you
thought it was
roadmap
fun.
your life.
Yeah, for sure.
I love a personality quiz.
Same. I knew you would eat that up.
I know. I love it.
Yeah.
It's become my new personality. It's like personality quiz is one of my values.
I know. We love a little quiz over here, finding out, about zodiac signs, all of it. It's just like an interesting, fun little roadmap. And I feel like all of these things to me, as we've discussed, because Cosmos was my last one, like to me, these are all just fun tools. I don't take anything too seriously with these tests or anything that I'm not like, now this is the way I need to live my life.
Yeah.
I just think it's interesting to learn about. And like, I do think some of it resonates for sure where, but you also can't get too caught up in being like,
Yes.
this is how,
Because I'm sure it could change. I feel like mine has
for sure.
changed at different points in my life. Like how I was answering where it like would matter more now than it would before or things like that.
I definitely think that. I feel like after having Benny, like I feel like my answers are different now than they would have been 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Probably for sure.
Yeah.
So I feel like it can definitely shift and like flow throughout life, which is cool. But yeah, it also, you don't have to have the same exact values, obviously, as your friends. It doesn't have to match up perfectly as long as you guys respect each other's kind of the way you live life and your values. Obviously, if there's like a massive difference in values, just in general, where you're like this, person.
It's harder.
Yes, acts so much different that like foundationally than I would act. Like I do see that being, it could be hard to be friends, but I feel like for the most part in like a friendship or a partnership, it can be actually great to have different values and you can just flow with each other.
Yeah, definitely.
This is an ad by BetterHelp. I feel like there's so much wellness and mental health type of content online these days that is amazing that we're all, kind of breaking the stigma and talking about mental health more. It can also feel very overwhelming to just see so many different types of like methods. And here, you should try this. You should try gratitude journaling. You should try a cold plunge. You should try a screen detox. And it's just like, it's a lot. It's a lot of information. And it's also hard to know what actually works for you. With the internet and information overload about mental health, wellness, it can just be a struggle to know also what's true and like what action to take. So, using trusted resources and talking to live therapists can get you personalized recommendations and help you break through the noise. I just feel like personalization is so important, especially with mental health. Like, there is never going to be a one size fits all solution for anyone. It's really dependent on your specific needs, the specific chapter of life you're in, and what you're struggling with, what you're overwhelmed with in that moment. So, to speak to a licensed professional who is committed to, helping you solve that and helping you work through and process the things that you are specifically going through can be so, so helpful.
I have benefited so much from therapy in my life for different reasons. It's so helpful for learning positive coping skills, obviously how to set boundaries, and just empowers you to be the best version of yourself. And it's not just for people who have experienced major trauma. If you're struggling, reach out, get help. It will seriously impact your life. And also it'll impact the people around you life if you are showing up as the best version of yourself. With over 30,000 therapists, BetterHelp is the world's largest online therapy platform, having served over 5 million people globally. And it works with an App Store rating of 4.9 out of 5 based on over 1.7 million client reviews. As the largest online therapy provider in the world, BetterHelp can provide access to mental health professionals with a diverse variety of expertise. Talk it out with BetterHelp. Our listeners get 10% off their first month at betterhelp.com/whatwesaid. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/whatwesaid. Go check it out. I've been sleeping on my new Lisa mattress for a while now, and both Nick and I have noticed a difference. I used to get like achy legs, or like my hips would feel like I wasn't just like being supported enough with my bed. And I realized I wanted something that wasn't too firm, but not too soft. And with Lisa, I was able to achieve that. So they have so many different options for different types of sleepers. And I've literally met my perfect match for a mattress, and it's amazing. And Lisa is amazing because it's not just luxury comfort at a reasonable price. They also prioritize doing good for the world, which is always important when you are shopping around. Lisa has a lineup of beautifully crafted mattresses tailored to how you sleep without the luxury price tag. So each mattress is designed with specific sleep positions and feel preferences in mind. So from night one, you will feel the difference. And this is true. The first night I slept on it, I noticed in the morning, like I felt so much more supported during the night. And I woke up feeling just so much better. Like my shoulders, my neck, my hips. I was like, okay, I was definitely not sleeping on the right mattress before, because I'm a side sleeper and I need the support. My hips need the support. My shoulders, honestly, my whole body needs, everything needs support.
There is nothing better than your own bed. Like, just thinking of traveling and then you get home to your own bed is the best feeling in the world. But also it's a little bit better if you absolutely love, obviously, your whole bed setup. And your mattress, dare I say, is the most important part of that, because that's ultimately going to decide if you had a good night's sleep or not, is if you feel supported and you feel like your mattress is, the right firmness that you like, or the softness, whatever it is very important. So Lisa mattresses are meticulously designed and they are assembled in the USA for exceptional quality. Plus they have free shipping, easy returns, and a 100-night sleep trial. Lisa has been tested and awarded Best Hybrid Mattress by New York Times Wirecutter, and it's exclusively featured by West Elm as their go-to mattress partner. And we love West Elm as well. So go to lisa.com for their Labor Day early access sale, which is July 29th through August 18th. You'll get 25% off mattresses, plus get an extra $50 off with promo code What We Said, exclusive for our listeners. That is Lisa, LEESA.com, promo code What We Said for 25% off mattresses from July 29th through August 18th, plus an extra $50 off. Be sure to enter our show name after checkout so that they know we sent you. Lisa.com, promo code What We Said.
Okay, we're going to end with talking about something that I saw this video came across my desk from an unknown app. It was TikTok, but I saw this video of this girl saying that she feels like cancel culture has ruined media, and like we're never going to get authenticity back from creators, because all the creators that are rising even now are just it feels very void of personality and anything unique, because it's just like you have to be brand safe and you're scared if you say this, they're going to do this or they're going to dig up whatever. And so it's just like amounted in everyone just being the same, because it's like too scary to be different now. Because she was saying you claim to want authenticity so bad, and then the second someone is a human being and has a bad outfit or a bad take or anything,
makes a mistake.
It makes a mistake in any way, you actually crucify them and you cancel them and you try and ruin their lives and you call their family and you dox their address and you make hate. It's just like, so what is your actual goal? Because now what it's created is just like everyone feels the same, because
it's like
you can't
lost the
do
plot.
anything. We've completely lost the plot.
It's
Honestly,
like it was all about morale, like having your morals and like having good morals, and that's like the intention it started with. And now it's gone so far, it's like we've forgotten all morals, and we're just like, a second someone makes a mistake, we're like attacking the way they look, we're attacking their family, we're literally telling them to kill themselves. Like we're just like, wait, we've lost the plot. What was the point?
So you want real human beings. You want people to just be authentic. You want that, right? But then the second they are, no. So you don't want that. And it's just, it was like making me kind of feel crazy. I'm just like, wow, this kind of, watching that video kind of made me just want to be like unhinged. Because I'm like, it really is getting so old. Just like the same conversation over and over and over, and like the holding people accountable of it all. And it's just like, what do you mean? Like, how can you, she was saying like, you hold people on the internet to a higher standard than you hold the people in your life.
Yeah.
You hold a random influencer on the internet to a way higher standard than you probably hold your own friend to.
Yourself
to.
Yes.
Like, okay, let me see everything you've ever said, ever done. Let me see every outfit you've ever worn. Let me see every photo you've ever taken. Let me hear your private conversations. Let me read through all your DMs, your private messages with your friends. And let me see if there's not one bad take in there. One thing that I can't find that's like a little off-putting. Yet you literally try and ruin people's lives over like one thing.
Yeah.
And sometimes it is even just like a take. Like it's not even, and it's not even
a bad thing. It's just like they disagree.
Yes.
And they literally make it so that, again, oh, now you are never to be trusted again. You have this horrible take. I can't believe you said that. This will live forever. And everyone now thinks that you have bad morals and that you are a bad person because of this.
And you should never get work again. No brand should ever work with you.
Where it's giving...
it's giving hypocrite for one.
Exactly. Like it's giving massive biblical hypocrite. Like
it's just
literally throwing stones when I was about to combine three different analogies. Throwing stones at a glass house if you're a black pot. But it's the kettle calling the whatever
the pot black.
Yes. It's throwing rocks when you live in a glass house.
Yes.
And you're
casting
hypocrite.
stones.
Casting stone.
Yes. You are a hypocrite. And it's
he who has no sins may cast the first stone.
Yeah, and it's just like you're sitting on such a high horse, really thinking you're doing something. Like from also a private account half the time. It's just so interesting. And like to see the way that just the internet has gone. Like I don't even like to harp on this stuff because I actually find the conversation quite boring. Like when people constantly talk about like,
cancel culture.
Just like cancel culture and haters. I'm just like, stop bringing attention to it. Like we get it. So I actually don't even like to talk about it because I think it's like just a waste of time. But at the same time, I agree with her to the sense that it is ruining like culture. It's ruining social media. It's ruining media because everyone just has to be brand safe, carbon copy perfect. Don't ever say anything again. Like if you even wear an outfit, like this girl posted recently and it was her and her mom. A video of her and her mom, and it was just like a cute transition.
Did you feel that?
No. Oh. I'm like, oh, just me? Cool. Me moving.
Whoa.
No, literally. Called me a whale. I moved to scratch my shoe. She's like, there's an earthquake. Sweet.
I actually think it was a big truck that kind of shook it, but.
No, there was this video that this girl made.
Take cover.
And it was a cute transition video, okay, of her and her mom. They were like getting ready. So it was them before, and then it was like a little transition, and then it was them in outfits, in a dress or something. Separate dresses, okay. And not in one dress together. So I'm making it sound weird. And all the comments were like how old she looks, the younger, like the daughter. Like they're basically being like, you look the same age, when it's like her and her mom.
8.
And so many comments about that. So then she made a follow-up video, which is the one I saw. And she was like, since I got so many nasty comments, like, and she was just, I don't even remember what she was saying. But then I commented, I was like, you guys are both beautiful, or like, you're beautiful, or something like that. Or I was like, you're gorgeous and perfect. I can't remember what I said, but I was trying to support, in the comments. Because I'm like, people are so
ruthless.
Rude and like ruthless. Like, what did she do other than post a transition video? Why are you commenting that?
Yeah,
like, it was just so annoying to me. So anyway, I commented something, and then the reason I'm bringing this up is because I've been getting comments to my comment, which I need to like go look at it. I haven't even looked at it.
Oh no.
But being like, oh my gosh, people are so stupid. Just being like, yeah, they both look super old. Like, yeah, they're both perfect for it being 80. Like, just basically still hating. And I'm like,
so you're 5 years old.
So either you're 12
actually
or
you're not, because 5-year-old people are actually much kinder than you. You're literally 17 and actually probably 17.
It just does make me like lose faith. Or I'm just like, okay, we have just completely as a society, like, and maybe it's just that I'm getting older now. So it's like, I see all of this for I just see it as so stupid. Like, that's really what it is like stupid, like such an actual waste of time.
That culture of just not letting people be authentic is going to invite way more it's just going to become TikTok shop. It's just going to become something that it used to not be. Like, it used to be like a very authentic, vulnerable place. And it's going to create, like, it's just all going to be a facade where it's like, yeah, okay, we'll just have this as links and no opinions and yes, ads and all of these things and no real opinions, because we can't handle it.
I'm so grateful for our audience, because I feel like it's so special to have an audience where you're like, you just feel safe, like talking, and you feel excited and happy to be recording. Like, genuinely, I get so excited to record podcast episodes. Every time we leave, we're laughing, we're smiling. Like, I'm so grateful for that aspect of it. But I also feel like we majorly protect our peace in so many ways to keep that energy. Because if we start going down rabbit holes, we're not going to feel happy, and 100%. Like at peace. So yeah, it's a lot. It's for a lot for all of us, truly, consumer or creator, whatever. It doesn't really matter. Seeing that energy is so toxic.
No matter what your values are.
That's right. Thank you for rounding that out. And get the brick.
Yeah,
and you have
get
to see
the brick, find your values, and you'll be happy.
Yeah.
And join our course.
I did it. It's all like a new...
Like, Balance Boss back for 2025.
It's an MLM we've started.
Literally. Like, and you can make money at home. Think about it.
And you won't lose your spark ever.
Can you believe people still do MLMs? Like, I still get messages on Facebook. Like, when I go to look for Marketplace, I'm like, oh, a new message. It's like, hey, girly, I know we haven't talked in a while, but just wondering if you've ever thought about making an income from home.
Yeah. Like, actually, matter of fact, I have thought about it. Honestly, MLMs were so enticing to me as a kid. I was like, what is that? Like, you can like climb the ladder, like get more and more. Like, people would have like the parties at their house.
Oh,
like,
throwback to me, literally probably 19. And someone's like, I'll do a free facial. I'm like, free facial? I literally invited my sister-in-law. I'm like, we gotta go do facials. Like, let's go get free facials. We go. It's like literally Mary Kay. They're like, and you can do this. This product will work good on you. I'm like, I feel so bad. Sorry, Paige, that I brought you to that. We were like, she's like in high school. I'm
She's just like trying to sell you products.
Yes. I had no clue. I really thought we were going to a spa and like getting facials. I'm like, of course we didn't buy anything. I didn't have any money. I'm like a child.
She's like literally reaching out to like young kids for Mary Kay. Like, you're not going to buy skincare when you're 18 years old.
Yeah, maybe I was just practice.
That is so funny.
Yeah.
Crazy. No, they had so many different ones. Like the parties at the houses, like come make jewelry and we'll like, oh wow.
Fun, honestly. Yeah.
Honestly, a slay, and
they did like a jewelry making one. Count me in.
Oh, I'm there.
We're making charm bracelets.
Yeah, I'll be there.
Sign me up.
100%.
I'll be a top seller.
Thank you guys so much for listening to us really go on some rants today.
Wow,
and we said what we said, didn't we?
Yep, we said what we said. Get your tickets if you want to hear more. They're like, okay,
if you want to hear more unhinged rants and some secret exclusive tea, go get.
If you want to clock that tea with us. You better clock that button and clock the T at what we said. We said the tour.
I saw a meme that
Sitting
said
near
we
you.
clock the tea we think we deserve. Slay. I want that on a sweatshirt. Millennial Core. Thank you guys so much for listening. If you want to subscribe to us on YouTube and watch, feel free. If you want to follow our Instagram, it's at What We Said Podcast. We got lots of fun stuff happening on there, TikTok, whatever. We got some clips, so go follow us. We love you guys so much. And
That's what we said. Bye.